Hello Taurus, Elsie here to drop a read for you, just a bonus read for you, my bull gang. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I come back a few times a week and just drop some more readings on you, Taurus, because you eat them up so quickly. I appreciate you for doing that. We are going to start out with the tea leaf oracles. Haven't used them in a while. Let's do that. Oh my god, that's why I don't use them, because they're just everywhere. That's why. Okay. So the first card out is Bowl. It says, plenty of material things. All right. You say so. Let's take a look a little bit more for Taurus, please. Need more energy for Taurus. What else do we need to know? We have a camel. Preserve and you will... Oh, preserve. Persevere and you will overcome problems. I think that somebody is coming to the end of their struggle of the material world. And I mean, that's things that you buy, like your rent, your groceries. It feels like you're coming to an end of a hard time or a really tough time financially, I think. We have family wishes come true. One more for Taurus, please. Someone rising, Venus and Jupiter. Taurus. Oh, come on, just give me one more. There it is. There's three, but I'll take the top one. And we have Club. It says, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Well, that's very interesting. Now I want to take one more. Just one more. Take the top one there. It says teardrops. November. Okay. Wasn't that interesting? So the teardrop says a great personal sorrow in November. That's what it says. So I feel as though you need to persevere to get over this problem. It feels like it says a great sorrow, and I want to say that it's something that makes you sad, but I don't think you need to panic because it says family wishes come true. So a great sorrow in November, but I want to say that it's kind of supported by plenty of material things. Someone here is going to try and talk you into doing something you don't want to do in November. I feel like these teardrops might be falling now, or that they might even be in the past. Somebody may have been having a lot of trouble with the material world. Maybe you lost your job or money became tight, and then it feels like there's a family wish that comes true here in November, but there is somebody here who's trying to get you to do something against your will. And so it feels almost like because we have the plenty of material things in the past, maybe somebody might be after your money. Could be. Let's talk more about that. Tell me about Taurus in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Future reading. Future energies, please, for Taurus. There is a sadness here in November. Look, I feel like the sadness might be something to do with something that makes your family happy is going to make someone else sad. That's what it sounds like. And that could be just about anything, y'all. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. Future has the Fool. I'm just going to say it feels like some of you here are going to figure out that there's another person in the relationship. The Queen of Wands is at the center of the reading here. And it does feel like the other woman to me, or the other man, the other person. I think something's ending for you. I think this eclipse and full moon is bringing an ending for you here. With the Chariot. Yeah, it's change. It's things that are moving moving ahead. Moving ahead to a new beginning. There's a conversation that happens like in the near past, which could be yesterday or before that, and it feels like it does bring sorrow. It says a great personal sorrow. Persevere, you'll overcome the problem. What's the problem? What is the problem? What are these tears from, please? It might be because of this conversation. The Ace of Swords here. Tell me about these teardrops here, please, for Taurus. The Knight of Cups. Who can't make a decision. There's a block here. And it's breaking your heart that they're not making a decision, that you've had to wait for so long. It's obsessive thinking. It's doubt. It's like something that you feel will never happen because there's a block. There's a block here with romantic love. The Knight of Cups is here. And because the Knight of Cups is pointing in the past, we could be talking about a past energy, but it feels like there's a block with the past energy. And so I want to say your world is good. Like, I feel like money is getting better for you. I feel like you're persevering. I feel like you're resilient. You're going through some hard times, I feel. And because it does say that there is a great sorrow. I feel like you're just trying to get through it. You're just keeping on. That's what I think. And I do think that while you're keeping on, I think that these teardrops are feeling like you've had a loss of someone that you were romantically linked to. And I think that the reason that there's a loss here is because there is a block. Somebody here has either broken your heart, or you broke theirs, or you're disappointed in them. And I feel like you can't stop thinking about that. You can't stop thinking about the person who wouldn't make the choice to choose you. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Something to do with the Emperor. There's communication coming from the Emperor. But I want to say it comes on the heels of something that didn't work out for you. Somebody didn't choose you. And I think that that is the great personal sorrow that you're dealing with. That you're romantically linked to someone, could be a Capricorn, but you're romantically linked to someone and they did not choose you. I think they chose another. Or maybe you know about the other. I want to say that you have communication coming in, though, and the Ace of Swords. And we have the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. It feels like whoever's the Emperor for you, the Emperor is Aries, the Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Whoever the Emperor is for you, this person is about to communicate with you and open up a very honest conversation about love. This person wants to liberate themselves, to be able to feel love with you again. So who's the Queen of Wands then? Tell us who the Queen of Wands is, because I think that there is sadness with the Queen of Wands here. Knight of Cups. Sorry, the Eight of Cups, not Knight. We have the Moon. Queen of Wands. You could have fire in the chart. Maybe that's about you. Yes, for some of you, the Emperor could be coming to tell you that there is no more Queen of Wands, that they're moving on from there. Because I want to tell you that things do not look as though things are not to be believed because they're in the moon energy. Things are not as they seem. And I want to say that whether you can see it or not, the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's divine timing for something to get really good for you, but there's going to be a lot of changes. It feels like the changes are taking part in the moon energy where you can't see them, and that maybe someone who walked away is on their way back. So it looks like that somebody here is opening up conversation with the Queen of Wands to go on this new beginning here. And it's coming up really quickly. We do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. We have Pisces and Cancer energy here. You are showing up as the Queen of Wands for the Emperor, so they're clearly very attracted to you. They see you as someone who's a go-getter, someone who doesn't need them, someone who is just sort of on their path doing their thing. What you don't see if you are the Queen of Wands, you might have fire energy, or maybe that's just your energy. Maybe you just are the go-getter that doesn't listen to other people and I don't care what you say, and you know, those kinds of things. Maybe you're just really confident in yourself. And I feel like for you, something is moving forward really quickly here and you don't see it coming. But I feel like it's something that had previously made you sad. And I think it's about to make you happy. We have a family, you know, something that's going down here in November, right? Which is around the corner. And we have that wishes are coming true. Someone might try and make you do something against your will. What is this? What's going down in November, please? Tell Taurus what's going down in November. What's going down in November for Taurus, please? Well, what's going down in November is somebody wants to have victory. What's going down in November is growth. I feel like there is a breakthrough. There is happiness in the family because the sun represents children and it's talking about family here. November is going to be a month of great growth. It's going to be a month of gains and of victories for you. And I feel like although people are going to stand in your way and try and tell you what to do, you're the Queen of Wands. Maybe that's why you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, because of this card here. It says someone was trying to make you do something against your will. Look, you can't make the Queen of Wands do anything against their will. They trust themselves. They've only had themselves to depend on, so they trust themselves 100%. But that the Queen of Wands is there. Very interesting. Tell me about the Fool. Tell me what's this new chapter coming up here, because it's going to be a good one. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The unfortunate thing is you're going to have to go through a lot of changes, and you're going to be put in a lot of positions where you don't really know what to do right away, is what I want to say, because the moon energy is here. But I also want to say that these scary changes that are happening are supposed to happen, and that things aren't really as they seem. So keep that in mind, that these changes are happening for you, not to you. Tell me about the Fool. Fool is Aries, by the way. We've got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here. Tell me about the Fool. There's a soulmate coming in. Somebody that you've known for a while. The Ten of Pentacles is all of it, right? Now look, it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune. Regardless of what happens, whether this Emperor is someone that you want to catch up with or not, and it's up to you, but whether you want to catch up with them or not, look, you're in the Wheel of Fortune energy here. You're about to move forward in a way that you can't even... I think that the moon is here because you can't even imagine how good it's going to be. There's no need to show you because you won't believe it. You won't even believe how good it's about to get. The Ten of Pentacles is here with the Six of Cups. So either you've been waiting lifetimes for this, or this is a person that's coming in. It might be the Emperor. Tell me about the Chariot, please. For some of you, it could be like the 7th of November. 7th of November. That you start to hear about this, or the Emperor might appear by the 7th of November. And I think I did another reading just last week that was on the 5th of November. So we've got something on the 7th of November here. There's a friend here that's been very quiet with you, and you've been worrying about why the friend has been quiet. The person could be a Cancer. Chariot is Cancer. We do have Pisces. The friend could be a Pisces. But what I want to say is that it's been worrisome because it's been silent, completely silent between you. However, Cancer and Pisces are here. There's a psychic connection here. So you two are still feeling each other, thinking about each other, and make no mistake about it. When you're thinking about them, they have to think about you. That is science. Two particles, if they are charged the same, right? When one vibrates, the other must. It's science. And so it feels like that there's a connection here that we can't get rid of. A silent connection that's worrisome. We are friends. We've been friends for a long while. The Page of Swords is here and the World card is here. We've been friends for a very long time, but now we're just watching each other. We're not even talking. The World card is here to tell me that something may have come to an end, and somebody is still thinking about the ending. Yeah, they feel like they've had no justice. I want to say that this is probably a situationship, a friends with benefits situation. One of you is the one that was willing to give the stability, and the other one was not willing to give the stability. It could be the Cancer. That's where we were accumulating all those cards. We have, there you are, Taurus. Taurus, somebody's coming back around. Look, it couldn't finish up any better than that, right? I think you have a date with the Emperor that you don't know about. I think you don't know about it just yet. Tell me about Taurus, please. Give me some details between Taurus and their person. You could be dealing with Capricorn, by the way. Could be Aries, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I want to say that we're going to stop watching because we got the big old fat world card up against the page of swords here. I think we're going to stop watching. Somebody's about to come in, Taurus. Who is it? Who is it? Someone who is a little bit detached, cold as ice. They could be someone who is who's an air sign, right? So the Emperor might come in a little bit detached. But soul recognition, that's why the Emperor is coming. He's recognized that you two are soulmates. We have sixes, let go of control. Stop trying to control the narrative. Just enjoy the journey. It says here, don't stress. It's part of the process. Things are going to be working out the way they should, right? You're getting encouragement and divine nudges if you're seeing sixes. We have you two living close or over land, so maybe it might take 5 hours by car, but you can get to each other by car. We have the end of the waiting is near, so if you've been waiting for someone to come in that you've got this psychic connection with, I was saying, if you've got this psychic connection, I feel like the end of the waiting is near for you guys. That you just had to wait for this eclipse, this full moon, this combination of full moon eclipse in order to clear out other energies. We have this person feels familiar. They could have light eyes. And we have corporate. Could meet this person in the corporate world, or maybe you two are in business for yourselves, but it feels like that this psychic connection, I feel that you need to let go of it in order to allow it to come in. I feel that you need to let go of the Emperor in order to allow them to come in. This person feels familiar, and the person that feels familiar, or like the soulmate, is the one that the end of the waiting is near, because this is a soul recognition. This person's going to show up a little bit detached, though. This one lives close over land and might have light eyes. For some of you, it's going to be in the next few weeks. Yep, we are on this path of things stretching into about the first couple of weeks of November are going to be pretty busy for you, Taurus. That's what I've been getting all along. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching here. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget, if you do want a private reading, that they are on sale, 10% off. Look in the description for your code and the link to Wizio. Love you guys, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.